1v1, both of these weapons have significant runway potential. The gauntlets, if you get somebody alone, strings for days. Cannon, you get somebody alone, you're looking at potential 0 to deaths.
Oh yeah, just the off-stage potential from either of those weapons can be very deadly. But on the other side, of course, we've got Fozey on the Orion and Simple sticking with the Val.
So right now you see them jockeying for position. Oh, a little anti-air downlight from Fozey, catching one member from each team, just kind of accelerating the match.
Yeah, just trying to get these things closer to those KO percents where you can start looking for those combos. Right now, Simple the least damaged on the screen. Blue team and red team have kind of been just playing their separate 1v1s. They're kind of just trying to add up their damage here and there.
Yeah, I mean, Acno and Blaze, they've been catching a little bit more hands, Simple being the one throwing them out.
Well, he's got gloves on. He's throwing definitely a lot of heat around. But Fozey's the one who gets launched high, almost going to get taken out off the top, but he manages to get back down.
Beautiful answer, Simple with the double dunk. As anytime that you can snipe out the cannon user before or after they get to use the side air to make it back, that's always just going to pay dividends. Of course, stocks tied up in short order.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of those things that like you got to know in the matchup against cannons is they're going to be going for those horizontal moves, those aerials. But in the meantime, Simple able to get that recovery and give his team the stock advantage.
Ooh, a little bit of a trade for trade, you know? Just build that damage on both teams.
Simple with a little bit of target swapping to his teammate there. Got him with a neutral light and a great pickup from Blaze.
I'm surprised that knocked out. That seemed pretty early.
Yeah, that was definitely unexpected, especially, again, Val, not exactly the highest strength character in the game.
Acno really trying to find some purchase with those down airs, especially as he's coming down. That's where the cannon gets a lot of its party starters from.
I think Fozey's having a party of his own right now. He's throwing out many heavies. He threw out multiple side sigs, a down sig as well.
Spin to win, man. It's either the recovery, the ground pound, the down signature. Fozey's just all-around spirals.
And I love that Simple, just in that moment, opted to punish Fozey and catch Blaze for it. Like, he's like, I know you're going to get hit for this, but at least I'll hit the opponent with it.
All right, those lasers just scraping the edge. Acno peeked up just a little bit too far and got caught.
It's been a hot minute since Fozey's thrown out a light attack. I do got to say, he's thrown out a couple of Sares, but he's definitely been leaning into the heavy kit. I mean, both blue team members were in that KO percent, so it makes sense, but a nice team combo.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, snap.
One right after the other. It's just cascading. That house of cards falling down.
And even at the end of that last combo, Blaze's down sig actually got some extra damage onto Simple on his way back.
All right, Acno trying to survive, hang on, not get caught in a team combo. Because right now, Simple, the only one left with 2 stocks on the entire board.
And he definitely wants to maintain it, but at the same time, he can't sit too far back, because if he leaves Fozey open to a team combo, we've seen the blue team show they've got those on lock.
A little bit of momentary 1v1s. Blaze, are you going for the rotation? No. A little bit of the target swap, though. You see Acno working that support position. Love it.
Yeah, he's definitely sitting further behind. He knows he's the more damage between the 2 blue team members. Simple trying to get back onto the stage. Meanwhile, Acno actually does get launched the N-Sig for some extra damage onto his teammate. They want to take out Fozey.
Oh, all right. Now they just earned themselves a moment alone, and that's all it took. Haymaker from Blaze, and now they've earned the 2v1 against Simple.
That went from 7 minutes in heaven to 7 minutes in hell for the red team, and now it's all left to Simple in the 1v2. Acno going to be the target.
I can't believe, just until they could get that sandwich moment, Acno was weapon starving for so long, letting Blaze do the 1v1, armed versus unarmed, and Acno was just putting on a nice little juggling talent show.
Yeah, he's just throwing out some hits here and there as well, getting those neutralites to follow up off of Blaze, adding extra damage, because this is still possible. Simple can take out Acno and try to go for that 1v1 against Blaze.
Oh, a little bit of a handoff. No, even still. Stick with the game plan. I love seeing that. Acno is support and punish only, and it works so well.
Really smart plays coming out from the blue team. Acno, again, recognizing the game state, recognizing his position. He's the linchpin, so he's going to try to play as safe as possible.
Yeah, I mean, that was just phenomenal. I know a lot of times you see a lot of players towards the end of the game, last person's in deep red, they get a little bit greedy, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that Elden Ring boss. You're like, I can just get that one last little hit, and then it all unravels.
Yeah, just the magic pixel will sometimes be the death of many players. But here we go, game number 2, and we're seeing Acno making a swap on win. Wants to keep a cannon, but he also wants an axe.
Okay, I mean, significant power. The sword, he didn't really seem to be doing too much with it throughout the course of the match. Wow, going way far outside. Is he gonna... All right, I thought that one was gonna come back to bite him.
Yeah, it definitely seemed risky. He spent a lot of time off stage. Fozey trying to get the turnaround, but I think Blaze kind of giving Acno the signal. We should come back up on stage. You got the damage done.
Yeah, that sounds like a pretty good idea, but Acno just can't seem to help himself, and that's it. He's gone and out of here, first one to fall.
There's magnets on the bottom of the map, and Acno is attracted to them, and unfortunately, he is going to lose that first stock.
Oh no, caught in the mix, but Blaze quick to bust that up. His teammate didn't get caught in too much damage.
Yeah, he went for that down toss to try to split it up as fast as he could. Now he's stuck on the left side, though, going for the matchup against Fozey. He's unarmed, so he's going to disengage.
Oh my gosh, charged up to level 2, got the 2 flame pillars, but Simple now giving him the hand, so much damage onto Acno that he cannot afford.
Yeah, Acno, of course, the first one to lose that first stock, and he hasn't been doing too much with the second one and launches his teammate with that side air.
All right, can we secure the edge guard against Simple? There was the sweat beads, and Blaze had him locked in.
Ooh, gravity cancel end light, not gonna get caught. Fozey with the reaction, dodges out of it and back onto the stage. But look at Blaze, okay, finally losing that first stock. I was gonna say, he was living for a while.
Oh my gosh, and it's just tragedy into tragedy. Out of the pan into the fire, you know, Acno down onto his final stock just because Blaze was respawning.
Yeah, this is a really rough spot for the blue team now. Acno, the one who lost that first stock, and he's still just staying one stock behind everyone else.
Oh my gosh, down on the bottom right-hand side. I get so nervous now every time that I see Acno off stage. I'm like, what's going on? Get back up there, dude.
I mean, it's one of the safest places you can be sometimes, especially in these 2v1 situations. Not that he's in it yet, but he's got to kind of have that mentality of like, I need to extend this stock as long as possible.
Able to get the quick little handoffs.
He went for the safest option there, didn't go for like an N-sig or anything like that. He just ran in, hit that downlight, and kept moving.
Yeah, I mean, right now he's got the axe, so that kind of makes sense. It is kind of your drive-by weapon. Oh, no. This is as bad as could be. The platform saving him a little bit. Fozey wasn't ready for it to be there for the bounce, and blue team able to capitalize significantly.
Yeah, that was huge. The fact that Acno was able to get out of that team combo, Blaze comes in, gets 2 KOs, and suddenly the stock count's even, but again, it's Acno who's on the back foot.
Man, you see Acno, again, making that very conscious call. I'm going to play that support position. Blaze, you take the front, lead the charge.
Yeah, Acno, he's putting half the map between himself and the opponents. He wants to stay as safe as possible, come in, get that quick tap when he can, but then disengage.
I loved seeing that he now has that range in mind of how far Fozey can actually go with that Orion side spear signature.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the biggest things Fozey's been throwing out to try to catch Acno off guard. And again, you see him disengage over to the right side, using some weapon tosses just to be present. This is the riskiest move he's done so far, is go for the offstage ground pound.
Yeah, it didn't come out too worse for wear. Whoa, spent his dodge at just the right moment, or else Simple would have taken him out.
That could have been a dangerous spot, though. Fozey was right behind him. I was half expecting the recovery.
Again, dodging up, avoid the downlight follow-up. Beautiful defensive play by Acno right when it counts the most.
It is so important for him to stay alive, but meanwhile, Blaze, he's trying to—
Oh my gosh.
Caught his teammate with the Sair, offstage opportunity. Fozey gets launched up by Acno. Suddenly, blue team starting to swing.
Woo! I love that handoff, perfectly aligned, but now it all comes down to the 1v1 Simple versus Acno.
Acno wants the axe. You saw him throw the cannon away. Stuck on this corner for a while. Now Simple trying to catch Acno if he drifted too far to the right.
Whoa.
Good dodge through.
Yeah, he saw that weapon toss coming from a mile away, was just ready for it. Unfortunately, now he finds himself off stage once again, and now he burned his dodge. Simple, happy to let him push towards wall slip.
Oh, the fake out. That's 2 exclamation points. He's running out. The side air launches him. High strength on Acno. That's a burn dodge on both sides.
Oh my gosh!
Touch.
He actually bet it all on the gravity cancel? I can't believe that.
The fake out. You saw Acno, like sometimes people react to a button press. I'm sure you're aware of that, like especially in person, just the sound of a button press will fake you out. And that's kind of what happened here, right? Is like Acno looked like he was going to ground pound, so Simple went for the gravity cancel, expecting it, and it was just a complete fake out.
Man, oh man. That was intense.
Yeah.
That was an intense opening here. Acno and Blaze, they managed to pull it off, but man, that was by the skin of their teeth.
Those margins are incredibly narrow, and yet they're still making it happen. They're still in the green or the positive, and they're getting wins. They're up 2-0, and they just need one more, and then they don't have to worry anymore.
Huh, wouldn't that be a nice feeling,
That'd be nice. It's very comforting, like a nice little blanket.
I don't know. You say that, and yet on this broadcast today, there have been a ton of Game 5s, so I don't know if we're out of the woods just yet.
It is a very competitive region. We've, of course, seen some very near reversals happen. And, of course, Acno, again, making the swap. He's carrying one weapon from each game into the next. This time, he's carrying the axe into game number 3.
All right, so what sort of logic puzzle is he trying to solve here? Is he just like, all right, this one didn't work out. This one felt pretty good?
He likes a lot of strength. Maybe he wants a little bit more KO potential, right? Like hammer, stomp into side air, a classic for finishing off stocks.
Ooh, beautiful interruption from Simple.
Yeah.
Identified that there was a bad situation going Fozey's way.
That was almost going to be a knockout. Acno had the stomp, almost got the ground pound.
Oh my
Simple
gosh.
with the turnaround, and he's going to get the KO. Blaze trying to convert it to a trade, but the disengage with Fozey on top.
Dunk. The quick dunk. Those dash jump ground pounds from Gauntlets, so incredibly terrifying right over the corner.
And it works out in favor of the blue team to even this one up. Fozey again throwing out the end sigs. Lots of sigs coming out from Fozey.
Yeah, he's been putting that entire kit to phenomenal use, especially the down signature and the side signature on Spear. That's what we've seen the most of. When he's now on the Lance, you've got to watch for that down signature scraping the corner.
Oh yeah, they've been so good at catching people who peak too high. Simple can't touch the wall though.
Wow.
Stock count gets evened up. They're looking for Fozey.
I mean, he's on a literal rocket, so no surprise that he was able to just kind of fly away from him over to the left-hand side. Just kind of avoid any danger.
Yeah, he had that first-class ticket, and he could go around the world. Going over the left side, Blaze not able to catch him with the gravity cancel sidelight. Acno's below, but he still gets back up.
Quick rotation now back over onto the Spear. Fozey and Acno, oh my gosh, caught right into the signature from Simple. That was a beautiful misdirection.
I love the decision there from Simple to not go for an extended combo. Instead, he's like, I'm just going to throw out the heavy. It might KO, it might not, but either way, it's just going to be quick and it's going to be damage.
So now we've got 4 stocks to 3 for the red team favor, but just barely. I can't believe he survived that.
Yeah, that was incredible survival from Simple. I love that the end sig actually pops him up over Fozey's side sig as well. Like a really good decision from the blue team, but Blaze?
Trade for a trade. Dunk.
Oh,
no!
touches.
He just scraped on by. Oh no, the friendly fire say it ain't so.
That was a magician's trick, right? Like he got in the coffin and came out another door, and the teammate unfortunately got taken out.
Fozey, you see him trying to use that down signature just to catch Acno over the corner. He did it in the last game, but Acno not going to be caught by the same trick twice.
This is the 3rd game where Acno has been playing that kind of back position. He's taken a little bit more damage than everyone else, so he's trying to be a little bit more supporty and safe.
I will say this game, though, it's been a lot closer. Like, usually he loses those stocks incredibly early. He goes down to his final stock, red, incredibly early. But now he's kind of matched, you know, Fozey for the most part.
Yeah, and might be actually beating out Fozey right now. That recovery, doing some good damage. Good target swapping coming out from Fozey. Snap. Saw them trying to collapse onto Acno, hoping they could get that dodge read.
Oh my gosh, the friendly fire, but no, Blaze getting knocked out. They've got the 2v1 against Acno. Man, this is a tense situation. Acno's had to do this before, just last match.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not easy getting these 1v2s. Burned out the dodge, but he's okay, got away from it. Side air. Yeah, good disengage coming out from Simple. Knows the threat of that hammer recovery.
Not yet enough.
Oh, okay, he'll get it. Simple with the punish.
Yep, that was just incredibly structured play, right? You're going to go out, you're going to get the gravity cancel, stomp into recovery on my teammate, knock him out of there. But I know your dodge is on cooldown for just about 3 seconds now, so I can clean you up.
I love the decision coming out from Simple to not go for the immediate down air to punish right after the recovery, because he's like, look, we're high-level 2v2ers. I know you're going to chase dodge after you do that.
Yep.
So he chase dodges up, and Simple's like, all right, well, now you're in position for me to hit you with a side air.
Yeah, I mean, that was just phenomenally well set up. So that earned them the chance to keep continuing this set now. It's still 2-1 Acno and Blaze favor.
Now the pressure's starting to mount on this blue team, right? They were one game away. They were effectively one stock away from closing this out and going into the grand finals, but red team starting to fight back.
All right, so I wonder if we're going to see a little bit of a change up. It still seems like I feel there's a lot of pressure onto Acno that keeps him back on his heels, which is interesting because the tail end of that last game, it looked like the red team adapted pretty well of, hey, we're just going to take out Blaze. If he's going to take that front position, let's just let him and throw everything we've got at him, and then we'll force Acno to have to clutch at the end.
Yeah, it's definitely a really solid strategy with the way they've been adding up the damage quick onto Acno to just say, all right, now Acno is forced to play one singular role, and we know how to play around it. But for the first time, it's going to be simple to lose the stock. And now the blue team trying to get another one. Fozey able to get back up safely.
Oh, that side signature once again finding purchase. So much incredible damage.
He's also got the down sig on lock, finding value after value with each of these signatures.
I just love how he uses that side signature from maximum distance. You know, he uses every bit of travel that that thing has. And the down signature to take care of spot dodge is unbelievable.
If you're far, he'll throw out the side sig. If you're close, he'll throw out the down sig.
Yeah, look at that. Even against the gravity cancel from Acno.
Oh my goodness. How many?
He's
It
going
is
for the
just a sick
trifecta. He
show.
wants to hit every single signature on that weapon.
I mean, he's definitely close to doing so. Just needs to hit that spear neutral sig. But right now, the blue team needs to hit Fozey, period, because he's still on that first stock.
I want to know what his damage numbers are looking like after this match. They got to be unreal.
I'm sure we got a stat for it somewhere. Acno was trying to go for the edge guard, didn't connect with the recovery though, and Fozey still living on that first stomp. A nice stomp side air. Recovery? No!
Oh,
Fozey's
man.
still living.
All right, finally, 2 minutes into the game, taken down off of his first stock. But this does set up kind of like an imbalanced seesaw situation where Fozey and Simple, yeah, they've got 3 stocks, but one of them's down to 1. Simple, he's that thin thread that's keeping their team in check.
Yeah, this is kind of a reversal of roles from the last couple games where it was Acno who was on that last stock early. This time it's Simple who's going to have to sit back, play that safer spot. He'll get one, get another, D-Light recovery for the double.
Now, that is the main question here. What is Fozey going to do now that he has that extra stock to work with compared to everybody else? You do get a sense of confidence, you know, when you're the healthiest one on the field. You feel like you can really take some risks.
That can be a tough spot, though, right? Like, sometimes you make bad decisions because you're like, I've got an extra stock to throw. Sometimes you only do the throwing part of that and not doing the damage part of that.
The damage part is pretty important. It's generally how you win.
Yeah, I think that's one of the key tenets to winning a game is dealing damage. Oh, side air to punish Fozey, and this is what I was talking about. Fozey getting a little aggressive here. Recovery picks up, and Fozey loses that second stock. Simple in trouble on the off stage. Acno was expecting a ground pound, but he gets a down sig.
So Simple now unarmed, trying to find his way back to stage, but Acno with the axe is just too much to bear.
And now it's all left to Fozey in the 1v2. Blue team damaged, but they're not quite at KO percent. One down sig would not be enough.
Fozey looking for the clutch. He wants to push this to a game 5. Acno and Blaze are on set point.
Team combo.
There's the handoff. Do they have the finish? No, but a ton of damage accelerating the end.
Doing a little bit of team damage there as well. That weapon toss launching Blaze over to the outside. He's still able to get up. Fozey kind of helping him out with that recovery.
Oh my gosh. That side signature might have actually done it, but those weapon tosses, again, kind of getting Fozey out of trouble.
Yeah, helping him out a little bit, but a downlight side air. And Acno and Blaze are going to the grand finals.
Man, so incredibly strong. Kept it 3-1, especially in moments where it seemed like their game plan was starting to falter a little.
Yeah, every time it started looking a little tense, you saw them just grip harder. I mean, multiple times, right? We would talk about how Acno was behind or how he lost stocks earlier, and then he just kind of grips harder, uses all the strength of that Zol, of that Taros, and holds on and makes it so that they go into the grand finals, beating out Fozey and Simple.
All right, Fozey, here's what we wanted to know, right? Damage dealt 759, but look at the team signature usage.
20.
20? I feel like at least 75% of that is all Fozey.
Yeah, that seems like a fair amount. I mean, they still threw
I
out.
saw Simple use like the sword neutral in a
Yeah,
couple combos,
a couple.
the gauntlet side signature.
It was still collectively 4 times as many signatures though, and they had I think like 15% more accuracy than the other team. So
What I think is really cool, and I know unfortunately they didn't win, but Fozey, he's got a very even spread of damage there between his two weapons. It's
just kind of nice. He's not a one
like
weapon.
averaging 350 each. That's crazy.
That's pretty good.
I love it. I love it.